Hello and welcome back to another Football Commentaries. A bit of a different start. Had a bit of a rush getting in, and I'm a bit all over the place. I'm going to be honest. I'm just sorting out the Spurs lineup now. Hopefully, I'll be ready for kick off. I know this isn't the usual start. I was just out before and I've gone a bit too late. My own fault, so no one to blame. But I do apologise if anyone is in. I can't see your comments in a minute. Sorry about this. Hello everyone who's in. If anyone's in, please stick around. The commentary will start at 8 o'clock in 4 minutes. I just need to get this done. Like I said, it's my own fault. Should have gotten a bit earlier, but I didn't. And yeah, I'll have to watch it on my computer as well, because my internet is currently not working on my TV. Which is a little bit annoying as well, so I'm going to have to watch it from my computer. Isn't what I wanted, but it is what it is. So like, if anyone's in the chat, make sure you put your predictions in and all that, and I'll be there as quick as I can. Because usually, obviously, I have the countdown, and then I start with a little, pre-match build-up paragraph to get people, ready and involved, and like kind of ready for the game. But like I said, this one's a bit different. Won't happen again, because I won't let it happen again, because this has stressed me out. But yeah. Just give me literally 2 seconds, nearly done now. Yeah, sorry about this. If anyone is in, hello. If the quality of the stream's poor, then I do apologise. It might just be my internet. And if it is, then that's a big problem. If everyone can let me know how the stream looks, that would help massively. There we go. If someone can tell me how it looks, that would really help me out. But it looks okay on the stream, on my stream here. It's annoying how I'm gonna have to do this, but it is what it is. Look, I've come in late. TV and the internet won't connect, so I've got to watch it off this little screen here on my computer. What a mare! What a mare! Oh well. So yeah, I do apologise. This is an absolute. I don't believe. I'm gonna have to watch it off this small screen. I might have to get another monitor, but if it does start being weird, because it looks rubbish on my screen, the quality. But that could be just my internet, and I hope it is. So now I've got an all good. I can barely see it. This is going to be an absolute mare. I don't know if I can do this, I literally can't even see the screen. It's proper blurry. So I might have to quickly restart the internet. That's right. The stream will stay on, but I'm just going to restart the internet. So I'll be like 5 minutes or so. So yeah, sorry about this. But it's just been a bit of a mare. Hold on. Hello, if I'm back, let me know, please. What a mare. What a mare. Oh my days. Yeah, if you can let me know, that'd be fantastic. Not missed much of the game. I hope it's 0-0. Yep, still 0-0. To be fair, it was my own fault I was late, but this wasn't my fault. This was just bad luck. This is what it is. This happens. Give me a minute. My mic on? Yeah, mic's on. Okay. Open. Yeah. Open. So if anyone is here, let me know. I've got the chat up as well. I'm gonna have to watch it from this little to be able to see me watch it like this. So yeah. So if you could let me know, please, if anyone's here. Right, I don't know if anyone is here or can hear me, but we're gonna have to just go with it and start. Give me a second. Let me just. Might as well do the timer as well. Oh, right, there we go. Right, I hope it's working. It looks like everything's working. I'll get it on my telly at half time. But right, here we go. Right, we're 7 minutes in. Everton Tottenham, 8th Everton versus 7th Tottenham. Goodison Park. Let's just go with it. If anyone does join, please put something in the comments, and then yeah, I know, and we can have a chat. But yeah, I'm gonna have to watch off this screen for now. So yeah, sorry about the start. Internet went, couldn't do much about it. But it is what it is. We move. We've got Tottenham on the ball, throwing Eric Dyer, playing a back three. As you can see on screen, that is the team they're playing. Roden, Dyer, and Alderweireld all playing at centre back, which is quite interesting. Everton have Allen back, who's giving it away to Tottenham, but Iwobi wins it back on the Everton right and goes back to Holgate on the halfway line. Brings it forward, gets past one in the midfield role, slips it through towards Sigurdsson, can't quite take it under his spell, and a goal kick it will be for Tottenham. Not too bad of an attack there by Everton. But yeah, if you are in, please let me know. I need all the help I can get, please. Yeah, goal kick for Tottenham. So I'm going to try and get it on the TV while I commentate at the same time. Tom Davies on the ball. Holgate back to Michael Keane as they've won it back from the goal kick, and they go forward. Rodriguez dispossessed in the end. Like I said, I'm sorry about if people are joining and it's a bit disrupted. Yeah, I had a bit of a disruptive start. Internet had gone. So that's great. I'm having to watch off the screen here. Just Tottenham though in possession in their own half. Sissoko. Alderweireld, who's on the right of the three centre-backs, lifts the ball forward towards Heung-min Son, cut out by Godfrey on as far as Ndombele. Got Aurier making a run, but he's met by a strong tackle from Tom Davies, and Allen can bring it away. The Brazilian linking it towards the other Brazilian, Richarlison, but the long pass over the top's been cut out by Joe Roden. Kane, Aurier, Sissoko. Furthest right is Ndombele. Tries to take on Sigurdsson, poor touch. Then goes up for a throw in for Everton, as Sigurdsson just saw the ball out there. Yeah, if anyone is in the chat, please just put anything. Just put hello, all good, everything's working. I just need to know, because if you've not been here from the start, basically, I was late, and then my internet went. Lloris on the ball for Tottenham. Roden. Back to Lloris. First time. Clearance away up the pitch towards Ndombele. Brings it down. But this is possessed by Allen. And Rodriguez picks it up to Tom Davies, first time ball lifted over to Iwobi on the right, gets there ahead of Reguilon, but runs out of pitch, but he's been tackled instead, so we're throwing for Everton, goes back towards Rodriguez, caught out in possession by Højbjerg. He's got a few options ahead of him, but not many, goes to his side to Sissoko. That's Ndombele in the Tottenham half. Now with Dyer. Playing it around the back here, Tottenham. Everton won this back. No, Digne nearly did, but he forced Joe Rodon to clear it out. So I'm trying to get it on my TV so I can use my notes. I just have to sign in every time. Right, okay, it's coming on. Yeah, right, okay. That's all I needed. All I needed was it's fine, like the connection's fine. That's all I needed to know. Right, I'm going to turn this off now. Right, I can't see the game currently, but it's coming on. It's coming on now. So. Right, here we go. If you weren't here from the start, it doesn't matter. We're here and we're starting now. It's 0-0. That's all you need to know. Oh, there we go. Now working beautifully. Is the time the same? Oh, we're actually quite far further ahead. We might be 12 minutes in, but better late than never. There we go. And we've started. Oh, jeez. Right, forward a bit. There we go. And right. Højbjerg loses that in possession. Coming in call after. Lad? Oh, I don't know. I just need to go with this. Monster of a start. But who will win? Everton 8th, Tottenham 7th, both after the European football. Not any of them guaranteed that, despite being quite close. Separated by 1 point only. I think Everton have got a game in hand still over Tottenham as Reguilon plays it down the line looking for a Ndombele. Good defending by Michael Keane. Forces it back to Pickford, who's back in the Everton team. Today's missed the last two, but he's back in. And his clearance has gone straight to Joe Rodon, picked up by Davies, and another strong tackle by Dyer, and then falls back to Holgate, who clears it forward, headed away by Rodon, up to Richarlison, headed away, but only finds Ben Godfrey at the right back position. So he will be to Everton. To Everton's Allen, who's also back in the team as well from injury, kind of thrown back in there. He's been injured for 15 games all season, so missed quite a bit of football, but he's back in after missing another little spell out on the sidelines. Pickford sending it forward, up towards Richarlison. Højbjerg wins the header. Can Reguilon head it on? He can, only fight as Allen, who nods it down towards Iwobi, who plays it back to Ben Godfrey. And Everton are back in possession. Pickford over towards Iwobi. Dyer went for it and he's been brought down by Iwobi in a foul, says Michael Oliver. The referee is assistant to Stuart Burt and Simon Bennett. VAR is Andre Mariner. See if he's got any decisions to make today. Dyer into Sissoko. You got to remember last time these two teams played, and it was at this stadium, was 5-4 FA Cup win, which isn't the worst game to have watched. As Son slips it through to Reguilon, Godfrey will give chase, get there first. And he'll see it out for a goal kick. Really good defending by Ben Godfrey, signed from Everton in the summer. Yeah, 5-4. It was a winner from Bernard in extra time to win it for Everton. Calvert-Lewin scored one that day. Richarlison scored two as well. Sigurdsson, Bernard, like I said, Davinson Sanchez, who's on the bench, he scored twice, along with Kane and Lamela. So a lot of goal scorers in that one. That was early February. Pickford has this goal kick, which he will eventually take. So we've got the one win. Pickford in 9 attempts against Spurs, and it was actually the win. In the first game of this season, it was away at Tottenham's ground. Calvert-Lewin scored a 55th minute header, and it was the winner in the end, and that's the only win he's picked up against Tottenham. It wasn't obviously him in net for the FA Cup game. It was Robin Olsen, who drops to the bench as well after keeping his first clean sheet of the season in the Premier League against Brighton on Monday in that 0-0. Sissoko heads away. So Ndombele brings it down beautifully. Tries to play it through towards Son, and does get beyond Michael Keane, and Son can bring it away on the left. He's got Kane inside, he's got Aurier over, tries to play it across towards him, but it's been intercepted. And Everton look to play out with Godfrey on the right-hand side. He's got passing Ndombele, despite he's gone down holding his face, and the referee will stop play. As Ndombele stays down, it looks like Godfrey was just using his arm to hold off Ndombele, but he's obviously caught him. He's holding the throat in Ndombele. I hope he's okay. They're also going to have a check of this, see if it's any serious foul play. Let's have a look. Allen played it towards him. He took a touch, and he's... Come on, it's embarrassing. He caught him right. Left arm. It's hit his throat, and I get it might hurt, but he's just putting his arm across, and he's just caught his throat. I know they can be quite serious, but Godfrey did not have any malicious intent there. He really didn't. So I hope he doesn't get punished for that, because it really wasn't his fault. He was just holding off the play, a bit like McTominay did against Son. But I get why Ndombele hurt, and I was a bit harsh there saying come on, but I just hope VAR don't do anything, because he was just holding him off. 2-1 Everton. Tottenham are nothing club, but they haven't won anything in quite a while, have they, Tottenham? They have got a League Cup though final coming up next week against Manchester City at Wembley, so could be history written for Tottenham. Sorry for the dogs barking, if you can hear that. So if they can win another trophy, it would be their 24th. It'll put them one behind Everton, who've got 25 in their history as well. Then we're back underway. Yep, it's Tottenham's ball. We're already right back. Sorry about the noise. Roden at the back, just ahead of the 18-yard box. Højbjerg, Roden over to Alderweireld. Does Everton start to push up and press, but they play away from the press. Well, they were until Højbjerg's misplaced pass has gone out for a throw-in for Everton inside the Tottenham half. With Digne, number 12, left back. Throws it to Richarlison, gets the return. Former Barcelona and PSG left back. To Richarlison again, looks to find Sigurdsson, caught out by Alderweireld, thrown for Everton again. But it's funny because I predicted Everton to start with a back five and Tottenham a back four, but it's the other way round. So Richarlison gets the throw in again, plays it all off Aurier, and it's another throw in for Everton, but quite close towards the left-hand side corner flag. Digne take the throw in again. Sigurdsson back to the left back, over to Sigurdsson again. I think he's onside. Spinning against Aurier and plays it back to Allen. Goes inside to Tom Davies. Poor touch, but he gets away with it as Højbjerg couldn't intercept. It's now been played over to Godfrey on the right-hand side. He's got Iwobi far right, who he will use. And he's got James Rodriguez a little bit deeper, and he'll use him as well. And he gets the return off the Colombian. They've run out of room there on the left, and they've lost it to Reguilon, and Ndombele just pokes it towards Kane in time before getting took out, and play continues as Kane looks to try and find Sissoko, cut out by Alex Iwobi. So Everton are back in possession. So 20 minutes in, still 0-0 in this Premier League game, now at game week 32 at 38, so we're getting towards the business end of the season. These teams have got the same record, nearly. Both on 14 wins, both have got 10 losses, but Everton have got 6 draws and Spurs have got 7. Everton have got a game in hand, so if they were to draw that game in hand, they would be on the exact same record. But they'll look to win this game and get a few points ahead here, Everton, as they attack with Digne down the left, just on the edge of the box, plays it inside towards Sigurdsson, just ahead of him, and Dyer can pick it up and chip it away towards Reguilon. Touch goes to Kane, holds it up towards Ndombele, can't release Reguilon, and Allen now has it, and gets it out wide quickly to Iwobi. Tackled strongly by Dyer. Good challenge by the centre-back, and Tottenham have it again with Reguilon. Loses it though to Godfrey. Now Allen tries to shift it towards Iwobi. Can't quite get there ahead of Rodon. Good strong tackle by the Welsh centre-back. And throwing it is for Everton on the right-hand side this time. But there will be a booking. Not sure who to. Was it Tom Davies? Tom Davies just with a late challenge there before on Ndombele. I mentioned when he tapped it to Kane and he was swiped out. Well, the swipe out ended up being a booking for Tom Davies, who did feature in the full 120 minutes of that FA Cup 5-4 game. And he's in again today. Digne has it at the back and plays it back to Pickford. Great to see him back in between the sticks. Tom Davies out wide left to Digne, down the line to Sigurdsson. Holds it up, back to goal, so has to go backwards towards Tom Davies. Pickford, first time, slams it down towards the left-hand side where Digne can get a flick on, and Richarlison looks to get the header road on it, slips past both of them, and Dyer comes over to cover and gets it out wide right to Aurier as he bursts forward. Plays it into Son. Holds it up. Dispossessed though by Tom Davies. Good challenge towards the halfway line, and he shifts it already out wide right to Iwobi. Inside to James Rodriguez, who's in the centre and slips it through to Richarlison way too easy, and he kills it towards the far corner. Good save by the French captain, Hugo Lloris, and Reguilon can clear up the field towards Son, who can't win the header on Michael Keane, and his header goes straight to Sissoko. But the first big chance of the game, 22 minutes in, Richarlison probably should have done a little bit better. Right idea, curling it to the far post, but didn't quite get enough curl and probably a bit more accuracy more than anything. It wasn't quite in the corner as he would have liked for Richarlison. Well, he's 6 goals this season in the Premier League. In the last 2 seasons, and he's only 2 at Everton in the Premier League, he has scored 13. So, not quite hitting the numbers of his first 2 seasons at Everton in the league, but 12 overall in the campaign, so not too bad of a return, but at least they've got Calvert-Lewin scoring goals as well for them, who isn't playing today. But, his goals have helped out massively in this European charge for Everton. But they've got some defending to do with Reguilon at left back, pushed over by Iwobi. Referee was going to blow, but he's playing advantage because Tottenham have still got the ball with Alderweireld in the right centre-back area. Inside the Everton half, shifts it over to Aurier. Inside to Ndombele, met by Holgate strongly, and he wins it and he sends it up the field, looking for Richarlison, way too much on it, and he'll go all the way back to Hugo Lloris, the captain, who does make that save, and it's an important save in the game. He's played all minutes so far, Lloris. They've got it all the way to Reguilon. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can. Spike keeps it in and gets tackled by Godfrey, but the throw-in it is for Tottenham. Well played there from Reguilon, because I was about to go for a goal kick to Everton there. Thrown back already to Eric Dyer. Sissoko nearly moved to Everton before joining Spurs back in 2016 from Newcastle. He's now making his 200th appearance for Spurs, Sissoko, but was linked with a move to Everton, but that fell through, as he has just lost the ball here to Gylfi Sigurdsson. Play does continue, and Everton have the right to, even though Tottenham have got a man down, but sportsmanship, and Tom Davies has kicked out in the end. It's Aurier down. He was dispossessed on the ball, and Michael Oliver thought it was a fair challenge, but let's have a look here. Ball played over to Aurier, took a touch, and just caught quite strongly by Digne. It was a fair challenge. The ball was there to be won, and he did do it, but he went right through Aurier as well, so would have been a nasty one for the Ivorian, but sure he'll be okay. There's a chance here. We've got Rodriguez split it right through Rodon and Alderweireld. Really poor defending, and tries to bend it towards that far corner. And obviously Richarlison will be a little annoyed he didn't do much better, but he still caused a good save from Lloris, who had to get down quickly. But it looks like Tottenham will score. The last time they failed to score in a Premier League match was when they got beat 3-0 to City away, and that was quite a few months ago now. As it's Allen to Iwobi. The play's back underway. Pokes it backwards towards Rodriguez. Inaccurate and falls towards Son, but good defending by Rodriguez. He pokes it away from him, but straight to Sissoko. He's got Aurier running ahead of him, and he'll get it to him. Tries to take on Digne. Tries to go on the outside of him. Won't allow that. Luca Digne, and he'll kick it out for a throw-in. Questioning if he was getting held towards the neck there, as Aurier tried to get beyond the left back, but the linesman and the referee didn't see anything wrong with that. Ooh, just gave him a bit of a pull to the neck there, Aurier, but a little bit naughty that, as they've got it from the throw in here, Everton, and they look to clear it with Digne. Leaps in the air and Allen heads away. Alongside Sissoko heads it back towards the box where Son tries to dispossess Holgate, but Kane will as it gets towards Son now, laid back off to Ndombele, strikes with the left foot, blocked by Godfrey, falls back towards Ndombele, and he'll keep it for Tottenham as it's now Højbjerg. Reguilon, who's just come inside from the left-hand side, and will go back out wide left to Ndombele. Can he put a cross in the Frenchman? He does do so, and it's fell all towards Kane as he brings it down and shoots, and it's a great goal for Harry Kane. The floodgates have opened again at Goodison Park between these two teams, and it's Harry Kane, the goal scorer. He's now hit 20 in the Premier League this season, alongside his 13 assists. And once again, he's having a fantastic season. And here is another fantastic goal. Great ball whipped in. Holgate kind of fell over, not really sure what he was doing, as the ball did go over Son and Michael Keane, and it allowed unmarked Harry Kane to bring it down on the left foot, strike with the left foot into the left corner, giving Tottenham a lead away at Everton. And in the race for Europe, that is going to be a key goal, as he does bag his 20th goal in the Premier League, his 30th in all competitions. And Harry Kane loves a goal against Everton. He's now scored 11 against them in 13 games. It's poor from Michael Keane at the front post. He probably should have dealt with the cross with his header, and then Son flicked on as he missed it as well. And then Holgate just fell. I think he kind of slipped, and that allowed Kane all the time in the world to bring it down and strike beautifully, accurate into the left corner. And Pickford's got no chance with it. And Everton are behind again at home, as they've already got back underway with Allen. Rodriguez on the right-hand side, trying to move away from Eric Dyer, and he does shift the ball away from him. Now Tom Davies to Sigurdsson. Rodriguez tries to go over towards the right-hand side, but he's being dispossessed by Højbjerg. Kane, back to Højbjerg. He plays it over to Aurier on the right. He's got Ndombele, Kane, and Son up with him. He goes to Kane and gets the ball back off him, and behind him to Alderweireld. Inside to Højbjerg. Tottenham want to double their lead if they can. It'll put them in a great position. Dyer lifts the ball in towards the box. Pickford comes for it and just about gets a hand to it. And he has to go to the edge of the box to just volley it away with his left foot. And it'll be Alderweireld to get there. Good goalkeeping in the end, instead of stopping the cross, but that parry could have gone anywhere. But thankfully, it fell right to him and he could volley away. Great commentary, stats on. Thank you very much. I wouldn't have been able to use him if I had to watch it from that screen, because obviously I'm looking at it diagonally and the notes are here, but it makes it easier when the game's here. But yeah, a bit of a false start. I came in late, which wasn't the problem, because it might have just mean the stream started 5 minutes late, but then the internet went, so I had to restart that. So yeah, so if you missed the start of it, you didn't need to worry. But yeah, bit of a mare at the start. But now I know that can happen. It won't happen again. I won't allow it. So yeah, Alderweireld looking long towards Heung-min Son, cut out by Michael Keane, who's making up for his error for that first goal, letting that cross go beyond him, and he sends it down that left channel again. But no one's there. They've done that a few times so far, Everton already, sending it hopelessly down the left channel, and Richarlison's not there to chase it. Dominic Calvert-Lewin might have, but Richarlison isn't. See it again. Son misses it first. Keane gets a flick on it behind him, so the wrong way. Holgate falls over, straight to Kane. Lovely touch, lovely finish. And that's why he's one of the best strikers in the world. Alongside the likes of Lewandowski, Mbappe and Haaland. Kane's also there. Pickford could do absolutely nothing about it. And Kane does what Kane does best. Pickford on the ball, distributes to the right hand side to Iwobi. Eric Dyer wins the header, and Ndombele was slide to try and keep it alive for Tottenham, but it falls straight to Keane. Nice ball out wide left to Sigurdsson, the former Tottenham player. Spent 2 years at the club. Can he come back to haunt them? Sigurdsson pulls it into the edge of the box towards Rodriguez, who goes to shoot. He's been took out from behind, and Michael Oliver points for a penalty kick. We'll have to see it again. There's not many complaints from Reguilon, who's give away the penalty, the Spaniard. Great play from Everton, working it down that left-hand side, and successfully this time, not just hopelessly. Found a man, went in towards Sigurdsson, he pulled it to the edge of the box, where Rodriguez was waiting to pull the trigger, and as he's gone to shoot, Reguilon's just gone right behind him and taken him down, and Michael Oliver calls a penalty. It will be Andre Mariner to have a look. Oh, no, that's not a penalty, no way. Rodriguez goes down before Reguilon even touches him from that replay. I could be wrong, though. That was just the angle. Doesn't look like there's much contact, to be honest. Reguilon is the guilty man in this, and it's a penalty. It might just be the angle, to be honest. I'll have to see it again, but it is the captain, Sigurdsson, against his former club. Sends Lloris the wrong way, and it's in the bottom right corner. Sigurdsson scores, and Everton have struck level within minutes. Within minutes. Sigurdsson, who did score 13 goals in the colours of Tottenham Hotspur, has just got his 30th in the colours of Everton. As could we have a bit of a repeat of the FA Cup game? It's 1-1 in this one. Let's have a look at the replay again. Yeah, no, actually, sorry, that replay shows it. He goes to swing, and as his left boot is in the air going to strike it, he just gets caught on the left heel, and it is a penalty kick. Definitely is, I think. Obviously, we could have a better look maybe at half time, but you can just see a bit of contact on the left boot of Rodriguez as he goes to hit it. It's not much, but it does stop him from getting his shot away. But again, we'd have to see it a little bit slower and not quite in the moment, obviously. But 1-1 it is. Sigurdsson with the goal. As Tottenham look to try and get back in the lead straight away, with Ndombele on the right towards the edge of the box. He's in the box. He cuts trying to get past Sigurdsson, but he doesn't allow it. And Everton are back in possession. They played it forward to Rodriguez. Looks for Digne out wide left, and he finds the Frenchman. And Richarlison's peeled further left, and he'll get it, and he'll feed back through towards Digne, but Alderweireld gets there ahead of him and just kicks it out for a throw-in in the final third for Everton. It's coming Everton. Wonder how this will end, though. I'll be interested. Hammers got it in towards Sigurdsson. Takes it down. Finds Richarlison on the edge. Being pushed down by Alderweireld and around 22 yards away from goal. A free kick it is for Everton. Conceded by Alderweireld. Definitely a free kick. I saw the contact when it happened. It was a bit sloppy from the experienced Belgian, Toby Alderweireld. Age of 32, you'd expect him not to give fouls away on the edge of the box. Especially when you've got the likes of Sigurdsson, who we know scored many goals in his career from set pieces. He's already got one against his former club in this game. It's his fifth in now 16 games against Spurs. Did get a goal and 3 assists in that 5-4 in the FA Cup, so he doesn't mind a game against Tottenham, Gylfi Sigurdsson, and around probably 21, 22 yards out, Sigurdsson has a great chance to put this into the back of the net to somehow spin the game on its head and give Everton the lead. And looks like Sigurdsson's going to hit it. Rodriguez has also stood over it. It's just on the left-hand side of the box. Sigurdsson or Rodriguez, not a bad choice. Sigurdsson straight into the wall, falls back towards the Icelandic player, but Sissoko volleys away and Tottenham survive as it goes all the way towards Pickford, who just plays it to Mason Holgate, as Everton will have to rebuild from the back, and as he plays it back to Pickford, who will clear it away first time up towards Richarlison. Rodon wins the header towards the left-hand side, where it will just trickle towards Holgate, who will keep it in play and just go back to Jordan Pickford once again. Forward to Allen, who's a big plus for Everton to have him back in the team. Holgate, switch ball towards Godfrey. Can he bring it down? He does do so. He has to pirouette on the ball. And then find Rodriguez, who dropped a little bit deep for the ball. Goes back towards Michael Keane, nearly gets towards Son, but he's able to poke it back towards Pickford, who again clears up the pitch first time. And Richarlison isn't willing to make those runs and chase lost balls like Calvert-Lewin might. Just goes straight over to Lloris. And this is Tottenham's chance to now rebuild. Dyer over to Rodon, right on the edge of the 18-yard box, clears away up into the Everton half, where the head is won by an Everton defender, but it's met by Alderweireld. Only as far as Digne towards the left-hand side, where Davies can be found, but lost it to Sissoko, and it's now Alderweireld to Ndombele on the halfway line. Gets past Davies, but Allen doesn't allow him to get any further. And it's a free kick to Tottenham on the halfway line. Ndombele having a great season so far. He's played the full 90 minutes in the last 6 Premier League games, and I think that's what it's about for some of these players who just play off confidence. You've got to give them minutes and consistent minutes. It's Reguilon, met strongly by Godfrey, and it's a good challenge by the former Norwich centre-back, and he concedes the throw-in, but avoids a Tottenham attack for now, as it's thrown to Kane, who's gone towards a left-back position. A nice ball inside to Sissoko. Drives forward, finds Son. Tackle by James. He plays it forward to Godfrey. He's going to have to take on a right-wing position here, Godfrey. He looks to get beyond Son. Heung-min Son doesn't allow it and plays it back to Dyer. First time to Kane, who's now in the midfield. And he gets away from one, and he looks to catch Pickford off his line. Will he do so? No, it's speculative. But you've got to admire the confidence. Goal kick it is, but if he catches Pickford out there, then we're looking at one of the best goals of the season. Quite a few yards wide in the end. They're looking at that penalty again. I think Sky are a little bit unsure as well. I think he just catches the left foot as he goes to lift it to get the shot away. But at half time we'll have a proper look where they'll proper slow it down and zoom in, and you know what I mean. James, crossfield ball over towards Digne, brings it down, but tackled by Aurier, and he's able to clear it. Only as far as Mason Holgate in the midfield for Everton. It's now Wobie going a long way around Reguilon, who gave away that penalty. Goes back over towards the left where Tom Davies has it. Forward to James Rodriguez. Gets beyond Højbjerg. Decides to strike from range, and it's an easy save for Lloris in the end. You can catch it, the Frenchman. Had to make 2 saves now. The first one a little bit difficult. That one a bit more straightforward. A little bit of dip, but nothing too difficult for the Tottenham goalkeeper, as he's now getting to the age of 34. He's going to be 35 in December, Boxing Day, as Everton nearly had a chance there. We cut from replays, and Everton put a cross in, and it's met by Sigurdsson, and a throw in it goes for Tottenham. Not quite sure what happened there, to be honest. They were just showing a replay. Let's have a look here. Oh, it's a poor Dyer pass. Sigurdsson got on the end of it. Richarlison gave it to Iwobi. And actually, he shot, and it just came off Sigurdsson, who was running across, and it bounced off him for a throw-in. But Sigurdsson's got it back here on the edge. Looks to play it through to James Rodriguez, who gets onto it. It's a great save from Lloris. Worked again. The goalkeeper. He's able to keep out the James Rodriguez shot, who probably thought he'd scored there, the Colombian. Poor again from Tottenham. Couldn't clear their lines. Fell to Allen. Back heel from Rodriguez to Sigurdsson. Slipped back through to Rodriguez by Sigurdsson. And he got a left foot shot away quickly as he was pressured from Roden. But he was quite close to Lloris, but he still had to react to push it away instead of just going beyond him. And he clears up the field now for Tottenham as they've come under a little bit of pressure since they've scored. Kane, nicely put down to Sissoko. Can't quite get it out wide left to Reguilon, as Iwobi now has it. 1-2 with Richarlison. Tries to shift it over towards Digne. Gets beyond Aurier. And he's a great touch forward, and he can try and get a cross in here, Digne. He's got options. Pulls it back towards Sigurdsson. Just a little bit behind him. Can't take it within his path, and Ndombele can now bring it away. Loses track of the ball, but then wins it back from Allen. And they've worked it to Kane on the right-hand side. Can he get beyond Tom Davies? Goes back towards him. And has to work it all the way back towards Lloris, but the pass has been cut out to Alderweireld, who then shifts it to Lloris, who then clears away. A bit unconvincing, and Digne gets there. It's now Tom Davies. Can't quite chip it towards Iwobi, but the deflected pass falls to Allen. Now Rodriguez, the real creative spark in this Everton team. Holgate on the halfway line. Play just kind of calms down a little bit. It's Tom Davies. Now Digne on the left. Not scored this season at all, but he has picked up 6 assists in the Premier League. So at least he's still creating Luca Digne. He's not going to put a cross in this time as he plays it back to Tom Davies. Over to Godfrey. Forward to Rodriguez, met by Højbjerg, but gets it beyond him to Richarlison, who then relays it back towards the Colombian. Strong tackle by Højbjerg, but his challenge has gone straight to Tom Davies. It's now Michael Keane. Made 5 Manchester United appearances, senior appearances at his time at the club. Michael Keane. And his last appearance for United was in a 4-0 loss at MK Dons in the League Cup in 2014. That was the end of his United career before moving on to Burnley and now Everton. Been there since 2017. Michael Keane at Everton. He's on the ball again. So we've just hit the 40th minute. Still 1-1, but we've had a lot of chances and a lot of shots and a few chances, and 2 of them have been taken. Tom Davies. Central is Sigurdsson. He's been allowed to slip it through to Richarlison, who's on the edge, and he works a shooting chance again. Deflects off the Welsh centre-back Rodon, and a corner kick it is for Everton. But that goal scored from Tottenham has really put Everton into life here. It's quite amazing to see. You know, they've only won 1 of their last 8 Premier League games, 2 draws and 5 losses, and they've only scored 5 in those 8 games, so it's been quite worrying, but they're creating chances in this one. And you could argue they deserve to at least be in the lead with the chances they've made in the last half of the first half. I think it was Sigurdsson to swing this in, looking for his 10th assist in all competitions this season. Obviously got 3 of them in that 5-4 against Tottenham in the FA Cup. Been out swinging ball. Michael Keane's in there. Richarlison, Godfrey, James, Holgate, Iwobi and Tom Davies just on the edge of the box as it's lifted in towards Richarlison, who does win the header, but it's not enough on it. Easy save for Lloris, and really look to send a quick counter-attack. I'm not sure because They've cut away to a replay, but Richarlison just got beyond Alderweireld, and a strong header, but nothing that'll worry Hugo Lloris too much. Now Højbjerg in the midfield, just inside the Tottenham half, as they look to progress into the Everton half. As it's gone over to the right-hand side to Alderweireld. Once more to Ndombele out wide right. Inside it goes to Højbjerg. Bit of a heavy touch, but just about takes it away from James Rodriguez. Rodon, signed from Swansea in the summer, finds Ndombele. Left-footed ball to Kane, lays it off first time back to Ndombele. Gets beyond Allen and finds Reguilon. Now back to Rodon. He pings the ball towards the left-hand side. And right out of play, I think it was by Højbjerg in the end. And throwing it is for Everton. Marks two big giants in the football world managing these two teams and facing each other for the night time. It's equal as well. 4 wins for Ancelotti, 4 for Mourinho. No draws. Reguilon can clear away and comes off Godfrey last. The Spurs throw in now. Harry Kane is now level with Robbie Fowler for Premier League goals. He's just now 12 behind Thierry Henry and 13 behind Frank Lampard. Really aiming for that Shearer record of 260. As a foul has been given, I think, for Everton here, as Tom Davies just holding his head. Well, Holgate's down as well. Let's have a look. Tom Davies went to head the ball, and so did Holgate, and they've clashed heads. Kind of got sandwiched in between Heung-min Son, and they've both gone for it, and they've both just clashed heads here, the two young Englishmen. You got to remember, Tom Davies is still a youngster. He doesn't feel like it. He's only 22. He made his debut against City, I think, in 2016, when they beat City 4-0, Manchester City. And Mason Holgate is 24, so, you know, getting that experience. He's playing his 85th Premier League game. And he has got 4 senior goals, Mason Holgate, in his career, and 4 of them being in victories, 3 of them being game winners, in fact. I think both players will be okay. So I don't think there's a foul in there. I think it was just stop play for head injuries. A bit of ice on it from Mason Holgate. It does seem like he's come out a bit worse. Mourinho looking on. As we're back underway with Rodon at the back for Tottenham. It's now Dyer. Tries to play a left-footed ball down the line, but caught out by Iwobi. And a throw-in for Tottenham. Thrown inside by Kane, who's it left back towards Højbjerg, loses it to Sigurdsson, plays it forward to Richarlison. He's got pressure of Højbjerg, but he's shifted it away from him. He's now finding Digne on the far left. Can he take on Aurier? He can do so nicely, but he can't do it a second time as Aurier recovers. But he does it in an illegal way, loses the ball, but he's fouled by Aurier. As we've hit the 45th minute, not sure if there's going to be any added on. 3 minutes added on, to be exact, just come up now. (182nd meeting between the two teams, 58th in the Premier League. Everton have won 9 of them, and Spurs have won 27 of them, 10 of them being away from home as well. Rodriguez on the left has this free kick, swings it, it's a beautiful ball all around the back towards Godfrey, who heads over the bar. What a chance. What a chance for Godfrey to score his first Everton goal. Lovely ball from Rodriguez, right into that corridor of uncertainty, on the 6-yard box, perfect ball by the Colombian. Swung right over to Godfrey, got around the back, but headed it over the crossbar in the end. And Godfrey will still search, not for only for his first Everton goal, but his first goal in the Premier League as well. Failed to do so last season whilst at Norwich. Lloris clears the ball up towards the left-hand side. Headed on by Michael Keane, back forward towards Richarlison, but he'll be rode on to win the ball and play it back to Hugo Lloris. But the game's been quite lively, to be fair, since we started watching. Well, I started commentating in the 12th minute. It's been quite lively from then. Alderweireld forward to Michael Keane. So Rodriguez pokes it over to Richarlison on the left. Attack on for Everton. Can they get on before the break? Richarlison inside, outside, brought down. Nothing given by Michael Oliver. As Richarlison does stay down. Seems a bit of discomfort as well. The Brazilian. Tried to go on the inside and the outside. Just kind of lost his footing really. It wasn't a foul. I think he might have even just rolled his ankle. Yeah, rolled his ankle. Painful one. No foul in there by Alderweireld and rode on. He was just trying to defend. He's just gone over on his ankle, and that will be a sore one for Richarlison. But no penalty, no foul or anything. But will be one he'll have to just run off. Richarlison. Only 23 years of age is Richarlison, which shocked me. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's actually older than Richarlison by 2 months. Richarlison's birthday is on the 10th of May. But it does seem like he's been around for a while, which he has, to be fair. Spent a few years at Watford. So I'm not sure when we're getting him back underway. As Richarlison's back on his feet, which is the main thing. He's going to have to run that off. He's going to have to look a bit gingerly moving. As Lloris clears it up the field, and then that's going to be half-time. Michael Oliver has seen enough for this first 45 minutes. I say first 48 minutes in the end. That's how much was played. Everton 1, Tottenham 1. Tottenham did take the lead through Harry Kane. It was a decent goal. Nice, lovely ball from Ndombele, and it failed to have been dealt with by Michael Keane, the first man. Then, it missed Heung-min Son, and then was glanced on by Keane, but the wrong way. And then Holgate had a mare himself and fell over, and it fell right to Harry Kane, who brought it down with his left foot and volleyed with his left foot and into the bottom left corner. And then 4 minutes later, the 31st minute, Sigurdsson got on the score sheet from the penalty spot as he pulled the ball back towards James Rodriguez. He went to shoot, and as he lifted his left foot to pull the trigger, he was just caught from behind by Reguilon, and Michael Oliver saw it as a penalty. And after 14 shots between both sides and 6 on target with equal possession, we are at 1-1. So interesting to see how this one plays out in the end. Yeah, I'm just going to have a look at the start of the stream to see what actually happened in the end. So don't worry about me. So we went to start streaming just to kind of put it off. And then, right, okay, so obviously you can tell that we missed the first 12 minutes, obviously, because I still need to sort stuff out. But you can see where it disconnects, go for and start streaming, then I come back to say, oh, I'm back, can anyone hear me? But yeah, if you're interested in any future commentaries that are coming up, I'll just tell you now. Before I don't usually do this, but I'm going to do this because I need to have something to eat. I'm going to go and eat something to eat, and then I'll come back for the second half. Again, I don't usually do that at all, but it's going to go cold. So next one, after this absolute mare, wish I could just forget this one. It's Spurs versus Southampton, so Spurs again. That's on Wednesday, 6 o'clock, 21st of April. And then Aston Villa West Brom this time, on the 25th, so that's next Sunday. Aston Villa West Brom, big derby. Then after that, the midweek of that is the Champions League semi-final, first leg, which I'll be doing Real Madrid versus Chelsea. So, big games coming up. Big games. So yeah, again, I don't usually do this, but I've got to eat this before it goes cold. I will be back at half time, so you can go if you want. That is absolutely fine, but I'm going to get off just till half time. So back in about 15 minutes, I will be back for the second half. So just keep checking, and yeah, I'll see you in about 10 or 15 minutes. Hello, we're back for the second half. I've fed myself. And we're ready to rock and roll for this second half. It's about to get underway in a minute. If I could pick my ruler up, that'd be fantastic. There we go. Second half. There we go. Like I said, apology for this stream. It's been an absolute shocker. I've quite a high standard, and I'm not happy with how it's gone. So I do apologise. But to be fair, it's probably the first time it's kind of messed up like this. So, like I said, it won't happen again. Spring on Wednesday. Move on. Sigurdsson, the man who scored against his former club, captain in Everton as well today against his former club, which is quite interesting. Is there ready? So we're going to get underway. Everton kicking left to right, Tottenham right to left as Allen will start the kick-off. Had a bit of a false start there, so I'm sure we'll get going. Right now, Matt Oliver blows the whistle. Holgate plays it up towards the right-hand side, where it'll be Eric Dyer to head forward and helped on by Son, always finds Allen as it falls to Rodriguez. Shifts it away from Son and lays it into Alex Iwobi, who goes all the way over to Holgate. Alex Iwobi as well made his 150th appearance in the Premier League against Brighton. 100 of them for Arsenal and 50 of them for Everton. So nice round numbers. That's what we all like. Michael Keane has it at the back for Everton. Goes over to Jordan Pickford. Now back inside towards Keane. Runs a little bit, but he gets it away from Reguilon and Ndombele, but not Sissoko, and he's out of position. But Højbjerg's touch is really heavy, and it's a great challenge from Tom Davies to have it back for Everton as it's shifted over to Iwobi. Has to cut it back and find Ben Godfrey. It's now Michael Keane. As Everton are back in possession of the ball as they shift it over to Godfrey. Forward to Iwobi. And then back again it goes to Michael Keane. Going to try the left-hand side now with Holgate just bringing it forward. And then back it goes again to Jordan Pickford. It's on the edge of the 18-yard box. The 27-year-old goalkeeper. Played forward to Michael Keane. And over again to Rodriguez on the right. Laid off to Godfrey. Iwobi. Challenged by Reguilon, but him and Godfrey get it away from him, and they've won it back now with Richarlison playing it to Godfrey. Back into Richarlison on the far right. Surrounded by Tottenham players, and he tackle, but the tackle goes to Rodriguez, who whips it over to Sigurdsson on the other side. Tom Davies has got Digne in support, and he will use him. Luca Digne to Sigurdsson back towards the French left back. Can he get beyond Aurier? He nearly did so, and Aurier's had to kick it out for a corner. Wasn't taking any risks the right back. Everton players making up from the back. Crossed in towards Michael Keane, who nearly wins the header, but it's Joe Rodon instead who gets his head on it. Michael Keane again waiting for it as Rodriguez will again put it in as an out-swinging ball. The Colombian, can he get an assist? Crossing towards Richarlison, who met the ball and diverted it way over the crossbar, and Everton again starting this half creating chances. Crossed in towards the near post. Richarlison got on it, but his header was really, really high. I'm not sure how he actually got that height on it. Let's have a look. Crossed in over Højbjerg and just right on the top of his head. Right over the crossbar. There's a back underway with Son on the right-hand side. Takes it away from a few Everton players and lays it back off to Sissoko. Forward to Aurier. Back to Sissoko. Good 1-2. Sissoko drives forward. He's got Ndombele to his left. He's got Kane to his left. He goes over to Reguilon at left back instead, who then puts a cross in. Caught out by Allen. It's in the air. Ndombele tries to bring it down. It bounces. Comes off Keane's head. Off Davies' head and volleyed away by Godfrey. Joe Rodon wins his header. Flicks it onto Alderweireld, who then moves it over to Aurier on the right. Inside to Sissoko. Back heels it to Ndombele, then puts another cross in on his left foot, headed away by Godfrey. Not too far as Højbjerg nods it back down, but straight to Godfrey, and he releases Alex Iwobi. Has to hold it up, and he's dispossessed by Højbjerg, and Dyer plays it forward to Kane, who's just peeled out wide left. He's got Højbjerg on the edge. If he pulls it off to him, he'll go on the overlap instead to Dyer, who then chips it to the back post, headed behind by Digne. And he's just gone out for a corner. Great start to the second half, 4.5 minutes in. It's still 1-1, but a fantastic opening first 5 minutes to the second half. As Kane, I thought he was going to pull it back to Højbjerg, but waited for Dyer's overlapping run. He put a great ball towards the back post, really teasing as Højbjerg went for it, but it was well dealt with by Digne. A really teasing ball from Eric Dyer. It wasn't meant to be. As he's up there for it, Eric Dyer. With the likes of Rodon and Kane. It's been put in towards Dyer. Can't head it in the right direction. But it falls to Ndombele down the byline. Can he keep it in? He can. He tries to turn Iwobi. He doesn't allow that. The Nigerian clears it away up towards Højbjerg on the halfway line for Tottenham Hotspur. Reguilon. Kane again going to that left. Can he supply a cross? We know he can pass this season. He's shown all kind of range of passing this season. Kane. Dyer. Can't quite find him again, Kane. And it's now with Iwobi. Tries to go inside. Tackled by Reguilon, but he keeps hold of the ball and hoops it up the field. And Richarlison will give chase to this one as Alderweireld will get that first and lay it back into Hugo Lloris. Then goes over to Eric Dyer. Now over to Højbjerg. Forward to Kane. Lays it into Dyer on the far left-hand side. Reguilon, he just about keeps it in and goes inside to Kane. Takes it in his stride beautifully. Releases it into Son on the left. He's going to look for the run of Kane as he gets beyond Keane way too easily. Will he shoot or will he shoot? He will shoot. And Pickford saves. I meant to say, will he shoot or will he pass? He ended up shooting in the end. It was a good save from Pickford. The angle was tight. I'm surprised Son didn't look for Kane in the end. Got beyond Keane way too easily. Just dropped the shoulder. He probably should have pulled it back there, Son, but he's gone for the shot. And it's saved by Pickford. Again, it's a save he should make. It's pretty much right at him. But Heung-min Son should have definitely have pulled that back to Kane, but didn't decide that, and he's won his team a corner instead. Son, right arm lifted, whipped in towards the near post. It goes all the way through as it's Sigurdsson who has to clear in the end. Up towards Højbjerg again on halfway. Højbjerg lifts it back in towards the box. Can it be brought down for Son? No, it won't, but it will fall to Dyer. He lays it off to Reguilon on the left. Takes it away from Rodriguez, but he can't get it away from Iwobi. As Everton look to break with Iwobi playing it through towards Richarlison. He's fell to the Brazilian. He's a little bit isolated. He's got a Sigurdsson coming in to support, and he will find the Icelandic man on the left, but just a little bit behind him. He'll have to try and get there. Alderweireld will first instead and clear it away for a throw-in for Everton. So Holgate to Allen. Did win one trophy at Napoli. Allen, it was the Italian Cup from last season, beating Juventus on penalties in the end. That's alongside his 262 Serie A appearances. So not a bad midfielder, got a decent amount of experience. Digne to Tom Davies. Nice ball inside towards Allen, the number 6. Yet to score for Everton. He plays it to Richarlison, who holds it up on the edge of the box. Trying to work a shot. It's not inviting for him yet as he lay off to Rodriguez. Nice little bit of footwork on the edge. Once more to Sigurdsson. He's on the edge as well. Then back to Rodriguez. Tom Davies. Over to the right back. Well, to the right hand side to Iwobi. Step overs against Reguilon. Pulls it across. Deflected away towards Son. Dispossessed by Godfrey, who takes under control. Does he decide to shoot from the edge of the box? He does. It deflects and cleared away on the edge by Dyer. towards Kane, but it'll be Michael Keane to head it over to Allen on the right. Can he get it away from Son? Yes, he can. He's got a few options. He'll go to Richarlison and get the return. And first time, think the ball over towards Digne as Everton want to keep possession of the ball. James playing in their deep line playmaking role at the minute. He's just Tom Davies, just near the halfway line as Everton attack to the right-hand side with Godfrey. Iwobi. It's now Allen. Richarlison, who just seemed very isolated up front. Gets it back to Davies. Allen again. Forward to Richarlison, lays it off to Tom Davies. It's now James on the turn. Finds Digne. Will he go for an early cross? He does. Deflects off Aurier. Falls back towards the Frenchman, who will let it go for a throw-in. Digne throws it into James. Back towards Allen. First time ball with the left foot, looking in behind. Can't find a player in the colours of blue and white. And it goes all the way to Hugo Lloris. Throws it out wide left to Eric Dyer. Down the line to Reguilon. Goes inside and past Godfrey. And gets beyond Allen as well. Great run from the left back. He's going to keep going. Tom Davies has to come around and tackle. It's a lovely challenge and he wins the ball. Reguilon stays down, but Tom Davies definitely got the ball that time. As Pickford's kicked it out of play, thinking that Reguilon needed treatment, and he didn't. And Kane will kick it back to Pickford. Nice sportsmanship there from Harry Kane. Pickford got the ball there as Tom Davies tackled Reguilon, and he kicked it out thinking that he needed treatment, but he didn't, so Kane gave the ball back. Holgate. Back to Pickford. Can clear it up the field first time. Good big kick towards Richarlison, who does flick it on in behind, but there's no one there. And he'll go to Serge Aurier. Back to Hugo Lloris. Yet to win a trophy at Tottenham, despite being there since 2012. But has won the World Cup in 2018. Played 6 times and got 3 clean sheets in that win for France. As Kane will look to give England the Euros as he feeds it through towards and Ndombele strikes to flex over the top of the bar. Corner kick for Tottenham. They attacked from the back, got it into Kane, who was able to work himself away from Allen, who had to chase him from behind. He slotted it through towards Ndombele, and then just on the edge of the box he struck, hit Digne, and it looped over the crossbar for a corner. Can they make one of these set pieces work, Tottenham? On the back of a 3-1 loss to United at home, they want to try and bounce back the best they can. Son again taking it. It'll be an out-swinging ball. Good ball. Flicked on by Alderweireld. And out for a goal kick it goes. Pickford didn't get a touch to it. And the Belgian nearly rose to get his second goal of the season. At the near post, beat Richarlison. And I think it came off the post. Alderweireld went for it. Got up the highest. Won the header. And it hit the post. Pickford, I think, had it covered at the near post anyway if it was going in. So I don't think it would have gone in anyway. I think Pickford would have got a hand to it. But still, unlucky from Alderweireld hitting the post. As this game's really open and both teams having equal chances in between the first 57 minutes of the game. As Pickford clears it forward, comes with the head of Sissoko. As far as Sigurdsson, who flicks it on in front of him. Can't find an Everton player, and he'll fall to Alderweireld, who just had that chance, and he'll try and create another chance with a ball over the top on the right hand side. Can Son bring it down? He looks to hit it first time in the middle. That would have been speculative, but falls to Pickford in the box, and he'll collect and roll out to Godfrey. Back over to Pickford as he has to scramble back, but he's getting there with a nice healthy touch and a clearance out towards Digne on the left. Can't win the header on Aurier, but out for a throw, and it goes for Everton as it come off Aurier last. Luca Digne to take. Like I mentioned before, being at Barcelona and also spent 3 years at PSG from 2013 to 2016 with 44 appearances and didn't score for Paris. As he's given away the ball there to Ndombele. Charges down the right hand side. Gets it away from Holgate but can't get away from Rodriguez. It's a clearance in the end, but it's a scuff one along the ground and straight to Eric Dyer. He just goes over to Alderweireld, then back over to Dyer. on the halfway line, brings it forward and goes out wide left again to Højbjerg. Goes over to Joe Rodon, number 14 for Tottenham. Signed from Swansea. Now Alderweireld tries to clear it forward, but it comes off Sigurdsson and goes out for a throw-in for Everton. As they're looking to make a change, Seamus Coleman, the forever present at Everton in recent years, been here since 2009, signing from Sligo Rovers. It'll be his 343rd appearance for the club as Davies heads on. Goes far as Sissoko, goes backwards to Richarlison. Not the right intended target, and he holds it up, Richarlison. Plays it back to Digne. Inside to Tom Davies inside his own half. Brings it forward and goes out wide right to Godfrey. And once more to Iwobi. Try to work himself away from Dyer. Nearly tackled by the centre-back, but got away from him in the end, Iwobi. And he plays it forward to Sigurdsson. Turns forward and finds Digne. Bit of a short pass so Aurier can slide over and stop the pass from getting through and concede a throw-in. Taken quickly to Sigurdsson. Back to Allen, the taker. Gets beyond in Ndombele. And plays a dinked ball forward to Richarlison. Is he onside? I'm not sure he is, but he'll finish it anyway. And I think the flag goes up. Good ball from Allen. He did look quite offside there, Richarlison, as he did get his goal. But I don't think it'll stand. Let's have a look. Yeah. Good high line from Tottenham. Made his run too early there, Richarlison. Brought it down, had a lot of time to shoot, and he did get it beyond Hugo Lloris in the end, but offside it is. Good decision from the linesman. Richarlison nearly scoring. Like I said, did score 2 in that 5-4 win against Spurs in the FA Cup as Duncan Ferguson lifts the board. As it indicates, Seamus Coleman will replace Alex Iwobi. Seamus Coleman coming on. Can he cause danger? The last time Seamus Coleman scored against Tottenham, and the only time he scored against Tottenham, was in a 2-1 win back in the 2010-2011 season. So 10 seasons ago, it was in a 2-1 win. Will we get a repeat of that here? Another 2-1 win, and could he maybe score to nick the winner? Seamus Coleman, because his last goal did come now nearly 2 years ago. 2 years ago in a couple of weeks, scored in a 2-0 win at home to Burnley on the 3rd of May 2019. So he's waited a while for a goal, Coleman. Will it come today? Lloris sends it forward. Header won by Michael Keane. Tom Davies controls it as far as Ndombele, who touches it to Holgate, who volleys it away, and he'll give chase to Richarlison. Dyer deals with it, hooking it over his head and into the sky. And Højbjerg helps it on as far as Davies, who heads it towards the right to Coleman. He brings it down nicely, and he can play it inside to Richarlison and get the return, Coleman. And he'll put it into the box, and he'll find Sigurdsson. What a goal! He's at the double. Sigurdsson gets a brace against his former club, and that is a beautiful Everton goal. Really well worked. Seamus Coleman might have scored 10 seasons ago against Tottenham, but fast forward to this season, he's assisted against them, teeing up an unbelievable ball for Sigurdsson, who took it with real skill. They won it as the ball was just in the air after a few headers, and Coleman brought it down beautifully. A 1-2 with Richarlison. Dyer couldn't deal with him. Gets a cross in, and around 12 yards out, Sigurdsson latched onto it, opened up the body, left-footed finish to the far corner, right into the corner, giving Lloris absolutely no chance. And it is a wonderful Everton goal. It really is. What a finish. Opens up the body, right into the bottom left corner. Lloris, and I've got to say, probably a deserved lead for Everton. What a substitution. Absolutely inspired. If you did just get any lag there, I do apologise. Any buffering, it will go back to normal in a minute. Well, now, hopefully. So it looks like Lucas Moura is going to be coming on for Tottenham. Mourinho making the first change. And Lamela, double change. Lamela coming on. 1 goal this season against Arsenal. Decent Rabona goal, but then decided to get sent off in the same game. He'll come on, and so will Lucas Moura. So it's number 3 coming off. So the left back, Reguilon and Tanguy Ndombele. Interesting. It really is interesting with Tanguy and Dombele. That stat before, I got it wrong. I do apologise if you were here. He hasn't got six full 90 minutes in a row. He's only got full 90 minutes in the season. Only completed 6 Premier League games, and he's on 29 appearances now. So I wonder what it is. He was looking like Tottenham's best player as well. So Lamela works it to Aurier. Back to Alderweireld. Interesting how he didn't take off a centre-back there. Jose Mourinho. Dyer over to Rodon. Getting pressed by Richarlison. Just about shifts it over to Alderweireld. Gets it around the corner. Nice to Lamela. Lays it into Sissoko. First time ball behind Højbjerg. Allows Coleman to take it. But his pass is inaccurate and gives it away as Dyer can now shift it to Moura on the left. Takes it beautifully. Pass 1, pass 2. Try to slip it through to Kane. Weren't quite on the same wavelength. Kane went one way, Moura played it the other. Goal, ball straight to Pickford. Ndombele, he will be frustrated, I think, about that. He really will. Because he was probably Tottenham's most creative player. Every time he got on the ball, he looked dangerous. So, interesting one by Jose Mourinho. As Lamela chests it over towards Aurier. Caught out by by Richarlison. It's now Allen on the ball. Loses it to a South American. Lamela. And then to another South American. But Brazilian. Moura, and his ball's a little bit poor. Goes straight to... Well, goes towards Heung-min. So much straight to Pickford. Digne charges forward. Taken down by Lamela. Free kick in the Everton half for Digne. Going 1-0 up, Everton. Going 1-0 up, Tottenham are now 2-1 down. Got to say deservedly so, because since the goal, they've not really done much. Tottenham, in terms of chances, they've had a few sniffs at goal, but nothing too major. As Allen looks to try and dribble it away, but tackled by Aurier, and it's now Lamela with a firm pass to Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Dyer lifted ball over to Moura, but Godfrey's going to be brave and get there first. Great play from Godfrey. He charges forward. Plays it to Richarlison. Tries to get it towards Rodriguez. Cut out though by Sissoko and a chance wasted. And after such a good interception by Godfrey, he misplaced a pass and then that was it. The play broke down. Toby Alderweireld. Højbjerg forward to Lamela. Takes it on the turn. Looks forward. Gets beyond Allen. Can't quite get beyond Davies though. And Everton have the ball back with the midfielder. Keane forward to Allen, first time to Tom Davies. Michael Keane again. Over to Holgate. So it looks like Everton have gone to a back three now with Holgate, Keane and Godfrey as 3 centre-backs, and then Luca Digne and Coleman as wing-backs. Davies looks for a switch to the left, cut out by Alderweireld as Lamela lays it into, looking for either Sissoko or Højbjerg, but Charlton's nipped in and took the ball away. Now Tom Davies goes over to Godfrey. Now back to Keane and back to Pickford as we're back in the Everton at 18-yard box. Works it to Rodriguez. Nice tackle by Alderweireld to win it back for Tottenham. It's now Højbjerg. Forward to Lamela. First time to Son. Højbjerg shifts it over to the right to Aurier. They'll need to make something of this Tottenham if they can. Højbjerg looking to the gap to try and find Aurier. Nicely cut out by by Luca Digne. And the throw-in it is for Tottenham as Everton look to hold on to some massive 3 points if they can keep this lead. Put them right back in the mix for Europe. It's Aurier with a throw-in. Into Lamela. Right towards that corner flag. Can he win a corner or a throw-in, or can he work it away from this sea of blue shirts? He can, and it's a mix-up, and it falls to Kane, smashes it into the top left corner, and he's also got a brace in this game. 2 braces, 1 for Sigurdsson, 1 for Kane, another mix-up at the back for Everton, and if they are going to keep a European place, or push for a European place, they've got to sort out these silly errors at the back. Lamela should have been able to get the cross in. Just work some space on Tom Davies, quite poor really. got the cross in. It should have been dealt with Holgate and Keane, but no communication. Keane heads it against the back of Holgate, who was also going for the ball. And as it hit, I think, the thigh or the back of Holgate, it's deflected right to Kane. Godfrey wasn't awake. And with his striking instinct, let's have a look. Keane went to head it away off the right thigh of Holgate, straight into the path of Kane to sit up perfectly for a volley. And like I said with the first one, Pickford, absolutely no chance. Lethal from Harry Kane. It's his 8th goal in 7 appearances at Goodison Park. Harry Kane, it's his now 12th in 13 against Everton, home and away. But that one, bit like the first one, has been absolutely gifted, but taking nothing away from both finishes. Everton 2, Spurs 2. As we've got a free kick for Everton here on the right-hand side. Coleman was running at Sissoko and Moura, and he was brought down in the end as Southgate's watching on, and he won't like seeing Michael Keane make 2 errors. Just lack of communication. The ball was coming in. Holgate's at the front, going for it. Keane went from behind trying to head it, and he's headed it off the right thigh of Holgate, and it's just hit perfectly for Kane about 12 yards out, and he slams it into the top left corner on his right foot. It's a beauty of a goal. And Kane scoring again. 21 for the season, alongside his 13 assists. Crazy. Did also bag a brace in a 6-2 win that Tottenham got at Goodison Park on the 23rd of December 2018. Son and Kane bagging braces that day. So a lot of goals in this fixture of recent times. A 5-4, we've had a 6-2. We did have a 2-2 at the top, I think at Wembley a few seasons ago. As this ball's been put in nicely, collected by Lloris. So goals are ever present in this game. As Lloris kicks it out of his hands, looking for Son in behind. Digne's going to meet it and head it towards the Everton right, but cut out on the by the Tottenham left with Lamela. Finds Moura inside to Sissoko. Can the tables turn once more? Lamela, Højbjerg, Sissoko, forward to Kane. Can't get it beyond Allen, and it falls to Rodriguez. In the Everton half, has to try and clear this if he can. Doesn't want to get tackled by Moura. Just about shifts it down the line, but it's Dyer to get there. It's Kane to Sissoko. Tottenham back in possession again. Højbjerg. Alderweireld lift ball. Switch to the left. Gets to Moura. Beautiful ball. Beautiful control. Inside to Son. On the edge. Will he shoot? Yes, he will. Deflects. Coleman has to head it away. Only as far as Son, who lays it out wide left to Moura. He then swings it in towards Kane, who heads it towards goal and off the outside of the post. This game has been mental. Chances left, right and centre. When one team scores, the other team switches on. Great ball from Moura. As Kane was searching for the hat-trick, he's just about able to guide the header, generate half the power, and just loop it towards that top right corner. Pickford scrambling, hits the outside of the post, and a goal kick it will be. What a mental game we've had so far. Kane with 2, Sigurdsson with 2, both teams level 2-2. Will we get a winner? Cleared away, headed forward by Tottenham and headed back the other way by Keane. Headed on by Højbjerg, behind him Alderweireld, who will then volley forward. Down the right channel, met by Holgate, who will take a touch and then clear with the left boot. It loops in the Evertonian sky, met by Roden and helped on by Sissoko. Straight to Digne, who heads it on. But it's Aurier to win it. Heads it down to Digne, volleys it forward. Flicked inside by Rodriguez. Picked up by Tottenham, and it's been worked back to Lloris, who then hits it first time up the field towards Son, who can't win the header on Keane. His header falls to Højbjerg. Mellor on the halfway to Højbjerg. Misplaced ball again. Now with Davies. Back to Holgate. Has to go back to Pickford. He will take a touch in the box. Play it forward back to Davies. Nice little turn there and works it to the right hand side to Michael Keane, who, like I said, has been at fault for both goals today. Michael Keane. Not the greatest of 180th appearance in the Premier League, as he does find a nice little ball to Coleman over the top. Can he keep it in, the Irishman? No, he can't. He tries to swing across him, but out of play it goes, ran out of pitch. And a goal kick for Tottenham with 17 minutes to go. Might not quite have the goals of the 5-4, but it's definitely got the drama and the chances and the fieriness of the 5-4. words of Roden and Coleman just before, when Coleman won that free kick right after the Tottenham goal. It's all part of the game. It's Godfrey's having to get a little bit of treatment here. Not quite sure what happened to him. Is it going on the wrist maybe? Not sure, but Godfrey's been fantastic today. Has been all season. Oh, he's had a cut to the finger. Just a bit of bleeding on his finger. Not quite sure how he's picked it up, to be honest. Don't know if they'll get a replay of it if they find it. Quite sure where that would have happened, but... Yeah, blood on his right hand. He's going to have to get it strapped up and he'll be okay to continue, but... Like I said, I don't actually know where that's come from, to be honest. Have they got a replay here? No, they're going to show the goals again. Like I said, Keane missed that header and flicked it beyond his centre-back Holgate, and then for the second one, he's headed it off Holgate. So he kind of got Holgate in a bit of a mess, Keane, making Holgate look bad when really it's not even his fault. Especially that second one, needed communication between the two. Went beyond Holgate, and Keane headed it off the back of Holgate to Kane, who just, no prisoners, beautiful finish. As we're back underway with Tottenham in the possession with Mora. Everton half we go. Plays it across to Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Did play for Bayern Munich, Højbjerg, before moving to England and Southampton. Roden. Over to Eric Dyer. Forward to Kane, who's dropped deep in almost a holding midfield role to get it. Has a lot of space to find the pass. He finds Son, tries to get the return. He does do so. Can he get it back to South Korean? No, he can't. Tackled, and Sigurdsson's tackle on the edge. Referee doesn't see it as a foul, but Godfrey's kept it and gets it back to Pickford, who will clear up the field again. And Richarlison will give chase again, but can't quite win it. Tottenham are back in possession with 15 minutes to go. Højbjerg, forward to Lamela, a lot of room in the centre of the pitch. He's going to keep running. Will he fancy a strike on the edge? Yes, he will. It's always rising. Goal kick for Everton. Lamela fancied the chance, couldn't quite take it. He also scored in the 5-4. He got the second goal for Everton to make it for Tottenham, to make it 3-2 Everton. She's now 10th appearance against a team from Merseyside. This stream has just been a mare. Didn't start properly till the 12th minute. The internet went. The stream's been going. One to forget. The game's been great. But if there's buffering again, I apologise. I've got a message from YouTube saying YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Ugh. Mourinho sips the water as he watches Alderweireld take a throw and literally right in front of him on the halfway. Throws it into Son, takes it into the chest nicely and tries to distribute the ball, and he does eventually get it to Kane. Back to Alderweireld, the switch is on, he'll go for the switch. Can't pull off the switch, Godfrey intercepts. And he gets a header forward, but out for a throw and it goes. And my computer needs updating as well. It's all happening at once. Make sure you're here on Wednesday, Tottenham again, Spurs versus Southampton, 6 o'clock. Another big game for Tottenham, especially if they drop points today and for that search for at least Europa League, but Europa League won't keep Harry Kane about. It's Coleman. Back over to Pickford as they win it back from Tottenham. First time ball to Holgate's a little short, but he just about manages to get it back to Pickford. He plays it forward to Sigurdsson, who's dropped deep, and he gets it to Holgate. 1-2, back to the Icelandic midfielder. Back to Holgate again. Then over to Jordan Pickford, takes a touch, and he clears it poorly, but just about gets it to Allen. Then goes forward to Rodriguez. Can we get a winner here for Everton? Ball out wide right to Coleman. He's already got an assist today since coming on. Now back with Rodriguez. Drifting over to the left, lays it off to Allen, who goes out wide right to Davies. Just about keeps it under control and zips it into Richarlison on the edge. Works it once more left to Rodriguez. Can't quite keep it under his spell, and he loses the ball, and Aurier can clear down the right if he wants to. Yes, he will in the end. My footed ball up towards Son, chested down to Lamela. Tackled by Allen, always by Sissoko, who volleys it towards Kane. Header won by Godfrey. Towards Coleman, great turn on Højbjerg. Can he look for the run of Richarlison far right? No, he finds Godfrey. Instead, he gallops into the box and pulls it back towards Richarlison in the end, and then can't quite get there ahead of the defender. And it's cleared up towards Michael Keane at the back for Everton. He then nods it back to Jordan Pickford. Already got to Tom Davies in the midfield. Allen. Nice control there by Rodriguez. Ball play forward to Sigurdsson, back to Rodriguez. Tries to get it to Godfrey out wide right, but he's been dispossessed there and he's caught late, Rodriguez, he thinks, but play continues with Son. He's got Kane to his left, he finds him in the box. Can he work? Chance for a shot. He got onto his right foot, he shoots, it deflects, and Pickford gets onto it in the end. Everton players are complaining because Rodriguez has stayed down, but I don't think there's much wrong with the challenge. He stayed down, he's still down. Mike Oliver didn't see much wrong with it, and Tottenham do have every right to continue. Have a look, Rodriguez got the return, and Lamella's put a challenge on him. I think that's a foul, that. Caught him late. Don't understand why Oliver didn't give that. Tottenham broke in the end, and they nearly scored, but Kane's shot was blocked, and it took all the adrenaline, all the momentum out the shot. Sure, Rodriguez will be okay, but it's definitely a foul. He was caught late there, Rodriguez, to be fair, as Ferguson watches on alongside Ancelotti. Ferguson is Everton's second top goal scorer in Premier League history. He's with 60, and the next one above him has got 68. And you might be wondering, who is that person top? And it's Romelu Lukaku. Currently at Inter Milan, doing really well. Look like they're going to be winning the league, which is quite rare in Italy for Inter Milan to be winning leagues in the last decade or so, being quite out of the limelight. It's been Juventus winning all the titles, but not this year. Pickford, as we're back underway, gets it to the Digne at left. Back. Being pressured by Aurier, has to clear down the line. Out for a throw-in, as it deflects off Aurier, so it will be an Everton throw-in, so at least he's not lost the ball completely. Throws it into the middle to Richarlison, who's come to receive the ball and shifts it out wide right with a lifted ball over to Godfrey. Nice ball. We enter the Tottenham half here with Rodriguez on the ball. Back on his feet moving freely. And Tom Davies is moving freely right through the Tottenham team. He looks to try and feed it through towards Godfrey. Pass deflected. Comes to Hugo Lloris in the end. And it's in the safe hands of the Frenchman. Rolls it to Højbjerg. Has to go back to his goalkeeper. Lloris clears down the left-hand side first time. Mora tries to win the header, but Godfrey doesn't allow that. As far as Højbjerg, who heads it forward, it loops in the air. Won by Davies, who nods it out wide right to Coleman. Volleys it down the line, comes off the chest of Eric Dyer, and a throw-in for Rodriguez to take quickly if he wants to, and he will do so. And he gets it back from Tom Davies. Plays it out wide right to Godfrey, back inside to Rodriguez. Tries to do a little flick there, but it don't work, and Tottenham can break away. Son to Eric Lamela. Can he go all the way? Heavy touch, and he loses it in the end to Michael Keane. Falls to Pickford. Poor from the Argentine. Should have done better there. It's been moved quickly on to Tom Davies. Can he slide it through to Richarlison? He's gone between Rodon and Eric Dyer, but good defending by Rodon. As Richarlison looked to move inside, Rodon did not allow that. Does concede the corner, but it's better than a glory chance for Richarlison. Looks like it will be an Everton change in this another blockbuster 2-2. Josh King coming on. Like I said, there was no real intro or anything. I got in late from when I was out, and then the internet didn't work, and the commentary properly started on the 12th minute, which is annoying, and they keep cutting in and out, so I do apologise. It won't happen again, as the ball's been whipped in, headed away by Kane in the 6-yard box, and volleyed once more by Eric Lamela. But towards Son as he gets there ahead of Allen, but not ahead of Digne. Clears it away for a throw-in. So yeah, be here Wednesday, 6 o'clock, Spurs-Everton. Spurs-Southampton, don't miss it. It won't be nothing like this one. It'll be 100 times better. This is just a big anomaly because, just things weren't going my way. But it is what it is. It happens. Technology can't always be trusted. We've got change. Tom Davies will be coming off for Josh King. 0 starts so far in the Premier League. This is his 9th appearance now, and he's not had any minutes in the last 2 games. But he's come on today for the last 7, plus added on time. 10th game against Spurs, yet to score against them in his career. Does have one win, and that was back in the 18-19 season with Bournemouth. Digne's won it back on the left. It's now Allen inside to Coleman. Will he fancy a strike? Yes, he will from range, and that's why he's a right back, because he can't shoot. Drags it about 10 yards away from the post. And a goal kick it is for Hugo Lloris. He does raise a slight smile, as it was quite a poor attempt in the end. But they've won it back here with Rodriguez. Can he feed it through to King, who's yet to score for Everton? He's saved, but he falls to Richarlison, who skies it. What a chance. Everton ruin missed chances again. And under Ancelotti for the 50th time in the Premier League, Everton are still struggling at home. King got in behind, got a shot away, good save by Lloris, who's made about 4 or 5 saves today. Off his knees, fell to Richarlison, 8 yards out. It's always rising, and he should have scored. Duncan Ferguson thinking he probably would have scored that one back in his prime playing days. But Richarlison misses it. Ball's been played over towards Serge Aurier. Header won by an Everton player. Tottenham throw. 28 attempts in the game. Really living up to the expectation. Obviously, it would never live up to this 5-4, but, I mean, it's better than a 0-0 this. It's been quite the entertaining game, as Tottenham have lost it again in midfield. It's now with Sigurdsson. Alderweireld, misplaced pass. Has now been swung out wide right to Coleman. Can he get a second assist as he lifts it towards the back post? Asking a lot of Josh King. Will go over the Norwegian, but he does keep it in. Hooks it back towards Digne. Lamela gets there ahead of him, pokes out for a throw-in for Everton. Taken quickly, Rodriguez swings it in. Good goalkeeping by Lloris. Hand stuck to him like glue. And he rolls it over to Alderweireld in the 18-yard box. Left-footed ball out wide right to Aurier. Through to Sissoko. Has to try and power through. He just finds Son, but good challenge by Holgate. It's now with James Rodriguez. Inside to Sigurdsson. He's had a really good game. Scored 2 goals. He's been quite the dictator in that midfield as captain tonight. Pickford gets the ball and clears it towards Digne on the left. Flicked forward towards Rodriguez, but the header's won by Alderweireld, but a foul's been given against Rodriguez because he does have a high boot there. When he was going for it, Rodriguez. It's on the halfway line. Alderweireld will take the free kick. He'll lift it forward, or what's he thinking? He'll just go over to Eric Dyer on the left. Will he be in the Euro squad? We'll have to find out. He does have 45 caps, 2 goals as well. I think it's 3 goals actually, sorry. For Eric Dyer, I'm pretty sure. One in the Euros in 2016 against Russia. Remember that game. Well, they've lost it now. It's back with Everton. Holgate. Forward to Rodriguez. Now back to Michael Keane. Will we get a late winner in this game? I hope we do. Last time, the last 2 wins in the Premier League between these two sides have been 1-0, so that's a positive. We've had a change. It's King. Inside to Richarlison. Tries to receive the 1-2, cut out by Aurier. Cleared away only as far as Sigurdsson. It's now James. Lifts the ball towards the far side. Luca Digne can volley into the box. Alderweireld's there to intercept, and Aurier can clear to the edge of the box where Sissoko gets it to Kane on the right-hand side. Fouled by Josh King as he swiped at his legs there. The man on loan from Bournemouth. Great ball towards Digne, but the volleyed cross wasn't up to standards. Luca Digne. Hugo Lloris to take. Clears it forward. Flicked on by Son, to be fair, but straight to Pickford. If it's buffer, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. This is literally in the worst stream. If you got any buffer in there, I do apologise. Doesn't help my computer needs updating. It really doesn't. Literally everything that could have gone wrong this stream has gone wrong. What a shocker. Rodriguez moving to the left-hand side, lays it off to Digne, gets the return pass down the byline, looks for the cross, came off Sissoko, and a corner kick for Everton. If I didn't put so much work into these commentaries beforehand, this would be one that I'd delete. Corner kick for Everton, swung towards Michael Keane, who can't win the header. Goes to the edge of the box, but it's going to be a free kick for Tottenham. I think it was because of holding from Michael Keane. Yeah, just holding Joe Rodon. To be fair, he's pulling his shirt, to be fair, so it's 50-50 stuff that. Don't see a foul in that, personally. Coming towards the end of this game. We're near the 90th minute now as Lloris has this goal kick. Or the free kick, sorry. Up the field it goes. Header won by Michael Keane. Richarlison goes for it. Headed down by Rodon to Coleman, but a foul's been seen against Richarlison on Rodon and caught the centre-back in the face. And a free kick it is for Tottenham. Free kick it is for Tottenham. Can we get a late winner? Wonder how much is going to be added on as well. Ball lifted forward. Can't find Kane. Holgate does head away in the end for a throw-in on the Tottenham right. How long is added on? Assistant referee who is Craig Pawson. It is 3 minutes of additional time. And 1 point separates the two teams, but Everton have a game in hand. They've got the same record, but Tottenham just have an extra draw. They've got the same wins and losses. There's Allison? Allen gets tackled there and a throw-in for Everton. Down the line. Helped on by Richarlison. Rodriguez is here. Can he find King? He can, but is he onside? We'll find out soon. As play does continue, can't quite pull it back to James, and the corner kick it'll be. Onside was the verdict. I think he just about got back onside. Can we get late drama? Sigurdsson's got 2, Kane's got 2. Could we see a different scorer for the winner? Rodriguez crossed in. Michael Keane's getting his shirt held, and it comes off him last, and it'll be a goal kick. Rodon's getting away with that. Holding of the shirt. It's a decent ball in. Let's have a look. Ball crossed in. The shirt was being pulled, and it came off Godfrey last, actually. Went beyond Keane and hit Godfrey last. But Rodon was getting a right good grip of Keane's shirt there. I'm surprised he got away with that. Kane is limping. That is not a great sign. Oh, he's kneeling down. Oh no. He's holding his foot, his right foot. Hopefully it's just maybe a contact injury and he's not pulled anything or broke anything. I just hope with the Euros coming up he cannot be injured. Right, I think he's back standing again. Let's have a look. Oh, Richarlison fell over in the box and it's rolled Kane's ankle. So like Richarlison rolled his ankle in the first half, he's gone into Kane and he's rolled his ankle as well. It will be a sore one. Like Richarlison ran it off, Kane might have to come off, but he should be okay unless that roll of the ankles maybe broke the ankle, which I definitely can't see because he's walking fine. But he's having to come off, Harry Kane. Hopefully that is not serious. With the European Championships coming up, he's been replaced by Dele Alli. That's quite a quick change, that. Kane has come off after scoring 2 because of an injury. It wasn't a muscle injury, just had his ankle rolled by Richarlison falling into him. And that could be serious for Spurs and England as Rodriguez has it. Sigurdsson on the edge, finds Rodriguez just inside the box, shoots and just wide of the post. Goal kick. Yeah, looks a nasty one. I think Kane will be okay. It just depends if he's done any damage to any smaller bones or anything like that in the foot because, you know, a professional footballer isn't going to be too light, especially Richarlison. Does seem like he's got a bit of muscle to him. We have played the 3 minutes of added on time. I don't know how much added on time to the added on time is going to be. As Digne clears out for a throw-in. Digne doing his best there. Michael Oliver has a look at the watch. The size play can continue for a bit longer. Throwing Valdevereld. Helped on by Son. Up towards Højbjerg, who keeps it alive, but Coleman wins it. And that is full time. Everton 2, Spurs 2. Great game. 2 goals apiece. 2 for Sigurdsson. 2 for Harry Kane. A point each. Spurs have hit 50 for the season as Kane's still walking off the pitch. He had to go the long way round. He's shaking his head. He's not happy. I'm hoping he's okay for the Euros. But yeah, that's Tottenham on 50 points. Everton on 49. No team's gained on anyone. We've had a good game today. Kane getting 20 in the season, now in the Premier League, and 13 all competitions, now on 31 and 21 respectively. And he's now got 12 against Everton in 13 games. But thank you very much for watching. It's been an awful stream. I do apologise. And I just hope to see you for the game on Wednesday, 6 o'clock kickoff, Spurs versus Southampton.